Hi Safetyview campers, I'm Mayor Greta Kearns. Welcome to Safetyview Heights 2020. As your mayor, I am the head of safety for the entire city. It is so important that you learn the rules and do everything possible to be safe your entire life, starting now. Thanks for joining us this year. Have a safe summer.
Good morning, Safetyview campers. Guess what? Mrs. Williams is so excited. It's one of my favorite parts of Safetyview. We are going to talk with Officer Diaz, who is going to show us his vehicle. Vehicle number 3. I see you've got your lights on.
Yes, those are emergency lights. They are red, white, and blue. They are in the front, the top, and on the back of the car.
But these lights aren't making any noise.
They aren't. Should we make some noise?
We should make some noise.
Should we make some noise?
Woo! Wow! I know that everyone's favorite part of having the police officers come down is to go through the car. And so we are going to have Officer Diaz take us virtually through the car. Are you ready? Let's have a look at the back.
This is the inside of the vehicle. It's all plastic back here, not regular seats. But you see Mrs. W over there? That's a tactical bag that we have.
I saw this tactical bag and I wanted to ask Officer Diaz some questions about it. I see your amazing hat in here, Officer Diaz.
This is actually my partner's stuff right there, but it's his hat. He's got all his personal belongings. If he needs any snacks or something, if he needs water, he has his water bottle in there. Ticket book. The ticket book is in there. If you guys want to see that, I can show you.
I would love to see the ticket book.
Here's the ticket book right here, and it contains a bunch of stuff inside of it. Whole bunch of paperwork.
Wow, but if I'm in the back here, Officer Diaz, can I knock on it?
Yeah.
I can't talk to you in the front. Why is that?
So we've got glass here because we are in the front of the cars usually. Police officers never going to be in the back of the car. This is where bad people go. But we're in the front, so if you can talk through this glass because it's plastic, but you can't do anything with your hands, okay?
And then there's also some glass at the back.
Exactly. The glass is in the back for the same reason, so you can't crawl throughout the vehicle. It's just for safety purposes as well.
And I do notice that you do have seat belts in the back. So remember, guys, even the police officers always use their safety belts in
Absolutely.
the car. All right, let's have a look at the front, Officer Diaz.
All right. So here's
There
the
is
front.
some really cool equipment in here, guys. What do you want to start with, Officer
We will
Diaz?
start with the radar machine. So this is called a LiDAR machine. We have 2 cameras on the car, one in the front and one in the back. So this detects if you're speeding or not.
What does speeding mean, Officer Diaz?
Speeding means you're going over the speed limit. So in Grandview, a lot of the places are 25 miles per hour for the vehicles, the cars. You can't go over that limit, and if you do, we will stop you.
And use the ticket book, right?
That ticket book that I showed you, that piece of metal, that's where we'll get the ticket, and we will give you your parents' tickets if they go too fast.
Oh, I don't think any Safetyview campers' parents are going to be getting a ticket like that because I know they always follow the rules.
Yes, you better follow the rules because we're here. Yeah.
What else do we have in here?
All right, so this is a laptop computer. It shows us directions to places that we have to go. If the dispatcher, as we talked about earlier in the other video, if they come in and dispatch, it lets us know exactly where to go, okay? If we have to do any notes, I know you guys take a lot of notes.
We do.
We take a lot of notes too, and it all's right here, just like a regular laptop.
Wow. And let's see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but let's see, we've got another walkie-talkie.
Yes. So this walkie-talkie acts exactly like this one. It's just inside of the car, okay? It's bigger because if you're driving, you've got to be able to grab it. So that's why it's bigger.
Oh, that's a really good idea. And let's see, what else is in here that you can show us, Officer Diaz? I don't think we normally get to look so closely at the front seat of the police car, guys. I'm super, super excited.
So this is just a pad. It has a bunch of buttons. If you'd like to come and see, come on in. A whole bunch of buttons. It looks like an aircraft in here.
It does.
It just has a bunch of buttons, volume buttons, light buttons, just everyday use. These are your sirens right here, and this is to turn on the lights.
So sometimes you use just the lights, and sometimes you use the lights and the sirens.
That is
Correct?
correct. That is correct. So sometimes you have to use sirens if you're an emergency purpose. People have to hear you, okay? So that's why you turn your sirens on. But the lights is for people to visually see you, so they can see you with your eyes. Everyone knows the blue and white and red lights are the police officers. So if you see those lights, make sure you're paying attention so we can help.
What happens when you see lights and
I was
you're
gonna-
in
yeah.
a passenger car? What are
What do you do?
people supposed to do?
You are supposed to turn to the lane to your right, stop immediately if you can, and get out of their way if they're coming around you, and just stop is what you're supposed to do.
So it's the same thing that we need to do for the fire department and the EMS, correct?
That is correct, the same thing.
So remember that, guys. We already learned that you always pull over if you see the lights or the lights and the sirens.
That is right.
All right, let's see, boys and girls. What other questions? Oh, what is this up here?
Okay, so this is when we turn on our lights, this is a camera recording, okay? This is the front of the camera. Our camera is right here, right beside the mirror, okay? This camera is gonna pick up anything in the front of the vehicle. And then we have two on the back and then one in the back seat, okay?
Oh, and what is this, Officer Diaz?
This is a light. It turns white sometimes, and we can turn it red at night, so it's more tactical.
Oh, I love it. That sounds great. I hope we answered all of your questions about this super cool police car. Safetyview campers, I know I learned a lot of things, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much, Officer Diaz.
Absolutely.
Wow. So, good morning again, boys and girls. It's Mrs. W here with Officer Diaz, and I know that at the end of every season when our police officers come down and show us their cars, you guys always get to ask questions. And I'm super sorry that you're not here right now, but Mrs. Williams tried to write down some of the questions that you might want to know the answers to. I hope we cover them all. Officer Diaz,
Yes, ma'am.
let's see. This was the very first question that I thought of. Can a girl be a police officer?
Let me think. Can a girl be a police officer? Well, girls can be anything they want, first of all, okay? Girls rock. But yes, police officer women are a thing, and we actually have 3 here now in Granville.
Oh, I am so very excited that we have female police officers. And let's see. Does Grandview have bicycle police officers?
Yes, we do. It's called Bike Patrol. We have a few officers that do it periodically through the summer. Right now, because of the rain and the situation we're in now, is not so much. But yes, we do have Bike Patrol.
And so why do we need bike patrol, or why does Grandview use bike patrol police officers as well as police officers in cars?
So it's just to get a little bit more intact with the community. We obviously wear our equipment. You have to wear your helmet at all times when you're riding a bicycle.
Oh yes, at Safetyview, we always wear our helmets, don't we, campers?
That's right. So we wear our helmets as well. We try to be as safe as possible. And the purpose of that is just to get inside the community.
Oh, I hear something coming through on the radio. Let me finish my questions. Let's see. Now, what are some of the ways that police officers help us in the community?
So we serve and protect the community. We are here to make peace. And usually visually, you see an officer, you say, hey, that's a cop. Let's do what we're supposed to do. But hopefully, the point of it is always to be safe and always to be peaceful, okay?
So we know that one of the most important things to remember, Safetyview campers, is the police officers are our friend.
That's right.
They are always our friend. All right. Now here's a good question. Do you get to drive your police car when you are not working?
I wish. That's not the factor. I have my own personal vehicle when I go home. These cars stay here at the station when we leave.
Do you guys remember what Captain Haney said when we were doing our tour of the fire department? He reminded us about 911. Can you use 911 to call the police as well as the fire department?
That is
Officer
correct.
Diaz?
911 will go straight to our dispatchers, and they will call us and let us know exactly what's going on.
Did someone call 911 today when a tree fell down in Grandview?
That is correct. Someone called immediately, and we responded as soon as we could.
Do you know of any other kinds of reasons that you might want to call 911?
Yes, in any situation, if you think you're in trouble, if you're lost, there could be multiple situations.
That sounds awesome to know that our police officers are always here to help us in an emergency or a really important situation. All right, thank you so much for everything you've told us about today, Officer Diaz. I am so excited to have you and welcome you into the community this summer.